What's going on, y'all? It's your guy Tez the Fi.
Your guy CJ 100.
And we are the Fi 100 Podcast. Back at y'all again with another podcast episode.
Yes, Sirski.
Man, we got a lot on the table. But first, we going to get into a new segment, the Keep It 100 segment,
yes,
where
sir.
we have a guest call in, kind of give us their opinion on some of the things that we talk about, some of the things that might be hot in the news, topics right now. So
reactions that we've done,
yes, sir.
Stuff like that. And this one, I'm going to introduce my homegirl, Sonya's in the building. So what's going on, Sonya?
Fellas, what's up? Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. Hope all is well.
Yes, sir. Got that good spirit. Okay. Start off with the good spirit.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, the good.
So you want to tell them how this particular segment is going to go about? Because I know you saw content that we put out and you had some thoughts about it. So you want to tell them how we kind of got to this point. You know what I'm saying?
Well, basically how we got to this point, there are a lot of mixed reviews, but there are good reviews in regards to this particular on why is it so hard for a black woman to love a black man, or why is it hard for women in general just to love a man? Mm-hmm. And looking at the video with Jeannie Mae,
mm-hmm.
Jeannie Mae, I'm sorry, which is Young Jeezy's wife, mm-hmm. she made a valid point. A man is only going to go where he's most basically, in so many words, it's basically where he's celebrated, mm-hmm. where he is being listened to, where he has, the respect. And I know the CJ, when you gave your opinion, when you did your review, I'm not going to say opinion, when you gave your review, you touched real heavy on men's respect. And I agree with you 100 mm-hmm. because men thrive off respect.
That's a fact.
They thrive off respect. And if you give a man the respect to be just that, the man, then you will get the version of a man that you never had.
So let me ask you a question. When you initially saw that clip, as a black woman, what were you thinking? Just looking at it.
Just looking at the clip, I see where Yemai was coming from her perspective. But she's basing her perspective off her previous marriage mm-hmm. and where she is now. Mm-hmm. That's how I see it. A lot of times when you look at things in such a manner, you have to look off someone's... Let me put it like this. You can't give an unsolicited opinion if you've never been in the situation.
Mm-hmm. What that sound like?
So when you give an unsolicited opinion mm-hmm. on a situation that you've never been in, mm-hmm. then you can't say, hey, it's easy to love a black man. It's easy to love a woman. You can't do that because what have you experienced for you to be able to say that it's easy to do that? Jeannie Mae is basically, she's given her perspective off her experience.
So I wanted to jump in here and ask you a question. And you giving your opinion on how you feel about it. But why do you think black women had such a negative response to that video? Because it was a whole lot of negative comments. So how
it was, and honestly, it was based off Tamar's reaction. Tamar Braxton's reaction.
Mm-hmm.
It was based off Tamar Braxton's reaction. Mm-hmm. First, you have to look at the fact. Tamar is what we call extra attitude on site.
Mm-hmm. The stereotype, basically.
Basically.
Yeah.
So, from Tamar's perspective, from her marriage, Tamar was the man and the woman in her marriage.
Okay.
Vincent Vince is her husband. Vince
Hold on, real quick.
is,
Let me ask you a question. Because we got to be real careful about which words we use. So when we say, like, and this is just a me thing. I think I'm real. I catch that every time, right? So when you say the man and the woman, could you break down what you mean by being the man and the woman?
Okay, if you've ever watched Tamar and Vincent had their own show. That was her ex-husband's name. So from how it was being shown, how it was being on WeTV, how it was being shown was as if Tamar was the breadwinner. She was the head of household. She was this. Basically, she was everything at the top, and Vincent was everything at the bottom. He was only good to manage her. He was only good to keep the house. He was only good to do this over here. And
that's
Tamar
interesting. That is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He still, regardless if that man is working or not,
right?
He still deserves the respect of the king and the head of his household.
Mm-hmm.
He still deserves that position. You know why? Because if the shoe was on the other foot, you would still want to be treated like the queen, and you still want to make.
All right,
you still want to be the queen of your house. You still want to be the queen of your house. Okay. Because the thing of it is that when you're in a relationship, you're in a marriage, when you're in those type of situations, I'm not going to say a situation, but when you're in a union like that, everything is supposed to be equal.
Yeah.
If one falls, the other one picks it up. But when you pick it up together,
equal effort. That's what you're saying. Equal effort.
Equal effort. That's why in the Bible it says equally yoked.
Y'all heard that, guys. She's not saying men and women are equal. She's saying equal effort. It's a difference.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's supposed to be a team effort. If that man falls and that woman see that man fall, if that woman is who she say she is in that man's life, she's going to pick up where he left off so he can pick back up where she left off. Because it goes either way.
Okay.
It goes either way. We as black women, and I'm going to get on my sister's tails because I'm just that woman. Because if you ever, I'm pretty sure, CJ, you've been on a couple of my lives, Funny D, the cousin motivator.
Yeah.
I give it to you raw uncut, but when I give it to you, right. When I give it to you, I give it to you from my experience because I've been there. Mm-hmm. I don't just, look at something and be like, that's messed up, but let me talk on it. I can't do that because I give it to you from my experience. I give it to you from what I've seen other people go through. We as black women, we are in a what you call a reverse role right now. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure you all probably seen it on Facebook, social media, wherever. It's saying that the women are the new men of 2023.
Yeah.
And the thing of it is that that's where it's wrong.
Do you believe that the reason we don't see many black women saying what Jenny Mai said is because of the culture Jenny Mai come from?
That'll be the number one. That's the reason why. Because a lot of black women are mad at the fact he's married an ace.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
I don't care if the girl was blue, green, yellow, purple, or silver. It don't matter. What she said is true, and she's putting it out there. That's the reason why a lot of them upset. That's why there was so much backlash. That's why there was so much backlash, and that's why Tamar was doing all the head turning. Because the thing of it is this: it's coming from a woman of a different culture.
And let me say this. Let me say this. To your point, this is what I want black women to just do: is you have to find a way to be vulnerable. Because you know what we hear when a black man dates a different race? We hear, well, the problem is when you get with this other race, you down black women. Let me put a kill to that. That does happen. Not saying it don't.
You know what? And I'm so glad to put a pin in it when you do it, because I hear that so much.
And it's
Love
like
has no color.
And it's exactly. And it's like but let's be real. We do want to see each other with each other. It's nothing wrong with you wanting to see Jesus with a black woman. to me that makes sense. I'm not knocking nobody for thinking it. We just got to come to a common ground understanding of why he may feel the need to do it, or the reason Maya Angelou, who was married to a white man, felt the need to do it, or why Ketanji Brown Jackson, the Supreme Court justice, decided to marry a different race. You see what I'm saying? We need to start looking at, stop being mad so goddamn much,
right?
And like look at why this is happening.
Yeah, everybody angry.
Yes,
and I think that's the biggest issue that we having. It's so much anger that it's hard to love.
Yep.
And when we got that type of dynamic, it's never gonna work. So we gotta start breaking a lot of the stuff that hold us from loving each other. Whether it's I grew up in a household and I didn't see this, or I seen what daddy did to mama, or whatever.
Right.
But you gotta understand, your journey is gonna be different from your mama and daddy journey if you want it to be.
Exactly.
You just gotta.
Golly.
Telling you.
Sandra, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you for coming through. Thank you for giving your opinion. We hoping to be able to talk to you again on here soon, but
of course.
Thank you so much for keeping it 100. We appreciate you. Thank you.
As always. No problem. Much love always, everyone.
All right, and before we go, tell them where they can find you if you want to, they want to book you or anything like that.
A moment in time with Sonny D, the custom motivator, will be starting back up in the beginning of May. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm going through a journey right now, but thank God for the journey. I thank God for the experience, so I can be able to share and help someone as I go along the way as well. But you can catch me on Facebook, Sonia Grind Mode Macklin. You can hit me on both of my IG pages, which is Lady Scorpio 1178 or Lady Scorpio 78. Okay. It was a pleasure. CJ, I greatly appreciate you for giving me this opportunity, Ted. It was so nice to meet you, y'all.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Came through and represented, man. I got good stock, man. I know good people.
Thanks. All right, have a good one, Sonya.
You too. Y'all have a great one.
All right, so look. That was our first Keeping It 100 segment.
Yes, sir.
We want to thank Miss Sonya for coming through, blessing us.
Sonya Macklin.
With them comments.
Yeah, she came through. She cooked.
Man, for sure. So, also, since we here, I want to give a shout out. My boy CJ birthday was Friday. I also want to give a shout out to my son, Levi, his birthday. His godson. His birthday was Thursday. So, look, bro. We gonna go ahead and give a shot to my boy Levi and to my boy CJ 100. Here we go. That boy.
Masculinity.
Rah. Y'all know I don't do brand.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad though.
I told you, do say smooth.
Yeah,
it's a strong smooth.
That's a perfect analogy. It really
kind of describe me. That's why I like to do smooth. Come on, strong, man. You hear me? Come on with the line.
My boy. So yeah, man, happy to see both of my guys, my son, my brother right here, take another trip around this sun, man, because we seeing so many of our brothers and sisters leave.
That's a fact.
So anytime one of us make it around, we need to celebrate it.
Yes, sir.
All righty. So back to the news and views segment.
All right, let's get into it.
So, we gonna go ahead and get the sad, the dark cloud, get that out the way. Mm-hmm. The mass shootings, bro.
Yeah.
I looked up this article. There have been more mass shootings than days in 2023.
It's ridiculous.
It is insane, bro. Mm-hmm. And the most frustrating thing for me
is that many people going this crazy.
Bro.
That's kind of terrifying.
Bro, but the crazy thing to me, bro, is the way politics get involved in this.
Right.
It's like they take people's lives for political gain. It's like blood is political currency.
I mean, and they go with whatever narrative fits what they're trying to.
Yep.
The narrative they're trying to put forward. Like with the LGBT human being that shot up the Nashville school.
Yeah.
They not even really just talking about the dynamic here. That's What's bigger than an elephant? A blue whale in the room. They're not even addressing the fact that this is a trans man or woman that shot up a Christian school.
Yep.
Like, do you think that's an accident?
Nope.
Like, it's like they don't even want. They want to talk about the way society pressures them, and so let me get this straight.
Mm-hmm.
We got excuses for these, and this is where I got to put race into it. I have to.
Yeah.
And see, I'm not even a race guy, but I can't help but notice, and I got to call Jason Whitlock out too. Because whenever there's the black issue, we're gonna talk about the inner city. We're gonna talk about single mother raised, and these are all things I agree.
Yeah.
We are messed up because of these dynamics. But when it comes to these white folks shooting up a school, shooting up a hotel in Las Vegas, shooting up a gas station because they lost his job.
Crazy.
Like, well, that is one race.
Yeah.
It's some here and there, other ones, but it's one for the most part.
Yep.
Nobody wants to put them in that group to say this is a white problem.
And bro, the thing is that has been dominated by white men. And it's like, we can't get comfortable with the fact that that's a thing because, oh, well, this one black person did, which I don't know how many black reports we got.
I can DC snipers, and it wasn't just like they went in a spot and started shooting a lot of people.
Right.
That's a different thing.
And that's the thing, like, we don't do the race baiting, but we call out what we see.
That's a fact.
And it has all of these school shootings or all of these mass shootings, bro.
Right.
It just show you that it's so much more going on behind the scene than what we can see, bro.
That's a
it's
fact.
people dealing with real deal issues. So when people want to talk about guns and taking away guns, that just triggers something for me because it's like the gun is not the problem. It's the people that's holding the guns. It's the people that's behind the trigger.
So I got into an argument with my ex. Right.
Oh, okay. So yours was with a woman.
Yes.
Oh, mine was with a couple of guys.
So let's get into these conversations. This is what we do here.
Yep.
So me and my ex, and shout out to her. You know, it's no hate or nothing like that. But we got into let's not say argument. Let's say I'm not angry. I'm passionate. Shout out to Cheeky Panther.
Facts.
But nah, like it was a passionate and spirited debate.
Yes.
Right? So I brought up the fact that you don't want to see a totalitarian government. Not a totalitarian one, a socialist one, a communist one.
Dictatorship.
Like, they literally are batting zero. Not hitting the ball ever. No. They batting zero.
Strike.
It's every time this happens, society falls.
Yep.
There's been a lot of societies that have fallen at the signs that we are at today.
Yep.
Right? And I'm just Ted, you know what? Go ahead.
The biggest issue for me is we gotta stop talking like we don't understand what total control can be. And this from a African American standpoint. Our ancestors came here as slaves with no way to fight back, with no way to defend yourself.
Right.
Why would you voluntarily give up the rights to defend yourself?
He's on fire!
Like, bro, I'm just saying.
Fire.
Because, so I get into one of the debates that I had with a young brother. And his biggest thing was, well, you don't need a assault rifle to defend yourself. And I was like, okay, I agree with you to an extent. But what happens? I'm telling you.
That bitch getting out the gate.
Telling you. Jeez.
Shout out to that nigga.
From long range!
And it literally from long range.
That's a blooper scene. For sure.
Facts. So, but yeah, bro, he was like, you know, you don't need a assault rifle to defend yourself. And I'm like, okay, you might have a point there. But what happens when I do run up against somebody that has an assault rifle? Or it's a group of guys and it's just one me. I ain't saying you gotta have nothing illegally modified.
Right.
I ain't talking about. So yeah, I was talking to this brother and he was like, okay, you don't need an AR to defend yourself. I'm like, okay, you got a point. You know, you could make it work with a pistol or a handgun. But what happens when you run up against somebody that has an assault rifle? Or if it's multiple guys. Like when these things were built, it was for defensive purpose. Now, honestly, I do think when they was originally built, they was for offensive purposes.
Right.
But I still do believe that, bro, you need to make sure you able to defend yourself against all threats. These things that are being done wrongly with the possession of assault rifles are bad. I get that.
Right.
But we need to be looking at the people behind the weapon instead of the weapon.
I was having a conversation with my ex about like that very thing too, because she was so locked into the fact that, you know, they're dangerous. Well, I mean, a lot of things are dangerous, and I use the knife situation.
Right.
That's a go-to argument, honestly, because it's a good one.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, you can kill 5 people with the right knife and just getting active with it. You hit the right vein, the right artery, whatever.
Yep.
It's over. And she was like, no, you can't. I'm like, yeah, you can.
You haven't heard about stabbings? You need to watch the episode of Snap.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, people get dead quick with knives. And it's a more painful death.
Yeah.
It's slow. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get her to understand it's like, it's not the point is it's not, don't get lost in the knife. The point is that if you take that away, it won't stop murder, or it won't, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be another weapon.
That's it.
So it's like, what are we really saying? I'm like, and I said, there's no security guards at most of these schools. And she argued it was. I'm like, what schools did you go to?
Them facts.
I went to one that had real security. And I'm talking about real security with a gun. But these school zones are like, come shoot at your own wheel zone.
Them facts. Churches.
Nobody there. Exactly. Yep. Nobody there has a gun. And it's like, man, look. Privé got one.
Right.
That security guard at your guy at the restaurant is not playing no game.
My boy put that work in.
He saved some lives that night.
That's right. So, number one, I say, rest in peace to the people that lost their lives in all these mass shootings, bro.
It's crazy.
The 5100 podcast, of course, bro, we ain't sitting up here condoning none of this stuff.
Right.
We definitely feel sorry for the people that lost somebody. And if this has affected you, we praying for you. And you know, our condolences.
Yep.
But we can't start going to the extreme to where now our Second Amendment right is losing the value that it once had.
You don't. Once they start, you saw what happened with the hijab.
Yep.
Like it started with one, and it went further.
Yep.
Mandate this. You gotta do that. You can't go here. All right, now you talking about protection of your life with weaponry, and they still have weaponry, and we talk about all this, the government being evil, and okay,
I ain't seen nothing yet.
If they got carte blanche, come on, man,
it's over.
Everybody got Glocks, so they got M16s,
fully automatic too.
Come on, man, or 3 bird shot,
right?
Man, I ain't know. I'm having mine.
Yes,
I'm not with y'all on this protest of getting guns out of people's hands. Like, okay, what's going on is that we don't have the technology or the understanding of what causes people to go crazy fully.
Yeah.
It's a science.
Yeah.
It's studied, but it's not foolproof. If they did, they would have answers or cures to Alzheimer's, post-traumatic stress. They don't have cures for this.
Right.
So they don't have it figured out.
Yep.
So to say we need to tighten up our parameters around getting tighten what up?
Right.
Then that leaves a door open for them to kick it down, bro.
That's it. So once again, our condolences to everybody that lost somebody in a mass shooting. We praying for you. And look, we don't want this to keep happening, bro. We really do want it to change.
And when look. When we say we praying for you, that's not a talking point.
Nah.
Like we actually pray for the country that we live in, the people that we love, don't love, know, and don't know.
Them facts.
Facts.
So y'all, next we gonna get into the abortion pill. Have you heard about this, bro?
I have.
So
interesting, right?
I was doing some research and I was looking this up. Number one, I didn't know that the abortion pill was already out and active.
So it's different from the Plan B?
Yeah, it's a whole, matter of fact, hold on, let me get my notes. Yeah, this a whole nother thing, brother. So the big issue, the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because...
Of course the article is Planned Parenthood. We'll show y'all that on the screen. For the ones that have the membership on YouTube. get to see this full thing.
So crazy. Why would it be there? Because that's what they do. But anyway, we ain't gonna get into that. That might be a whole nother segment. But so what it is right now, the legislator has blocked where you can just go and pick up one of the other pills that you have to have. So you got two different pills. The pill that they blocking for step 2 of the process, you gotta take 2 pills. They have blocked mifepristone or Pristane, whatever. Y'all know how these damn pills. So now they have blocked it to where that medicine you can only get from states that approve abortions, and people going crazy. Kamala Harris did a pop-up in California speaking about this. And bruh, number one.
No.
He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna let me do it. Go ahead.
No. Mm-hmm. How are we in outrage about not having pills to murder your baby, but we're fine with a mass shooter?
That's LBGTQ. I didn't say, he said that.
From long range.
And he hit it. Like, bro. And hold on, right quick. Let me make clear. The second pill.
I need another shot.
Is
just keep going.
The second pill is misoprostol.
He's so horny.
No. Whoa.
He's on fire.
Whoa, calm down, Tyler. Misoprostol. That's the second pill that you had to take 48 hours later. And bro, I'm gonna tell you how we understand. We didn't. Courtney Michelle did a great breakdown on how abortion looks and what happens. It melts the child, and it's just like having a miscarriage, but it's a baby in there up to 11 weeks, bro. 11 weeks, CJ.
Okay, that's okay.
So, bro, the abortion pill thing it's blowing my mind, bro, because it's like, how many varieties do you need to kill a baby?
I mean, they won't shit it out.
From long range.
like, bro, what type of world do we live in now where you can liquefy a child out? What the fuck? Bro, and the fact that it's a black/Indian woman up there speaking on this, like we just taking away women's rights to liquefy a baby.
You can throw it up. It's vomit now. I mean, and this is like healthcare.
That's what they
It's the opposite of healthcare.
Bro, that's exactly the guys that they throw it under. Oh, it's healthcare. What is healthy about this? What about the baby health? No, who think about that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I thought we are the world, we are the children.
Come on now.
What happened? Oh, you shitted it out. Okay. They shitting babies out now.
Bro, this is so crazy, man. And it's like
transgenders around here wishing they could have babies.
Right.
From long range.
And y'all just giving it up.
It's crazy. And
if you had an abortion, at this point, you shouldn't argue with a trans woman about being a weird woman
at all.
You lost your place. You shouldn't even do it.
He's on fire.
And we not coming up off this, bro. Like,
no,
this is wrong. Look, bro, I don't care what nobody say. This is our stance at the 5100 podcast.
It's not gonna change.
Abortion is wrong. I'm sorry. I know about this. Oh, my uncle did this. Or I was young and in college and stupid, bro. Me and CJ was young and did stupid stuff too. We got long-lasting effects from that.
And I never made a choice to even get rid of them. Come on, man.
I didn't even. The one time an abortion happened that was involving me, I had no say-so in it. She just went and did.
And this is what we're getting at. You keep talking about your right, but you're talking about your right to be evil. Like, no, bro. It ain't like to dress it up in the grape stances. Well, it's like I'm gonna give it 5. They say it's 1%. I'm gonna give it 5.
Give it 5.
Just to be fair. 5 out of 100. So it's just, this is my thing, man. I'm done with it. You know, why are we coming up with so many ways to avoid responsibility and kill our children.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
But we making every excuse to engage in debaucherous behavior.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
If that's not dodging accountability, and this is for men too, because of the men that support it, want to be able to nut in you and not have a baby.
That's it.
And I'm going to call it for what the fuck it is.
Facts. And we don't respect them Negroes around him.
Not at all.
So, on to a much lighter note. Grizzlies versus Lakers.
The Grizzlies and the Lakers.
Yes, Sirski.
Now, what's interesting about this is Shannon Sharp, LeBron James telling the young ones they got to respect them.
LeBron James.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot in this series.
It is.
It's a spicy series. You got the old GOAT as far as this generation goes, and you got the young lions that don't give a damn about nobody.
And on top of that, in our city, you got a whole lot of LeBron James fans, and people think you a traitor if you don't go for the Grizzlies. So
I'm neutral because LeBron my guy.
yeah,
So it's like I'm not mad either way.
yeah.
Like Memphis could use a championship. So I'm not against that at all.
Yeah, and
LeBron is my guy.
I ain't even the biggest NBA basketball head or whatever, but I will say this. From everything I done heard and everything I done seen, a lot of people's got the Lakers doing this. And it's
What you
crazy.
think?
I do believe the Lakers gonna take it just because, bro, of
LeBron James.
bro, he got that experience, and I just believe experience goes a long way, bro. And I'm not saying the Grizzlies can't pull it off. They're a young team, they hungry, and I like
Yeah.
that about them.
Yeah.
But that experience of LeBron, bro, I can't see this man losing in the first round again.
Bruh, I think LeBron and them gonna win it too, but I think it's gonna go 7.
I do too.
I think it's gonna go because the Grizzlies are they physical, bro.
Yeah.
They scrappy, like they fit the mold of the city.
Yep.
For sure. So it's like I can't go against them, but I just think they too young for a LeBron-led team.
I agree.
And the way that team is playing.
Man, they done
Like,
been on a roll.
What's that white boy name?
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves ain't bullshit.
He ain't.
He stepped back and heads in, taking it to the rack.
I'm telling you.
That's like a different version of what's my boy name? The Pizza Man, Alex Caruso.
Caruso, yep.
So
yep,
so
yep.
Alex Caruso, like he's like a different version of Alex, more finesse.
Oh, yeah.
Because Caruso was athletic.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Austin Reeves ain't that athletic, but he got a shot and he know how to play ball.
He do. The man really is a dog.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things. We also, bro, we can't take away from Ja Morant. Like, this brother is an amazing brother. The stuff that
Yeah.
he can do on the court is just crazy.
He's a
but
freakish athlete.
he
bro.
really is. I'm honestly, bro, I'm looking forward to this series, man.
Yeah.
I know that the city gonna be divided with it, but at the same time, only thing you can hope for is good basketball, bro.
Like, it's gonna be exciting, ball.
Yeah.
I'm going to see a game. I said it. I gotta go to one. I gotta go to one.
I know I ain't gonna make it to one.
Bro, I might surprise you, G.
Oh, okay.
I might surprise you.
Okay.
I was gonna take my baby girl, but she's not gonna appreciate it.
Nah, not at all. You know
Nah,
that.
she just, and the ticket gonna be the same.
The facts.
I need somebody that's gonna appreciate this moment.
So look, man, this gonna be a crazy series.
Man,
Got the whole city divided, but
facts.
it is what it is. So hometown Grizzlies. Hope y'all come do your thing.
Yep.
But y'all gonna have to see.
LeBron James.
Like, it ain't no way around it.
No way around it, bro. That's a hell of a guy you gotta play.
Facts. All right, y'all. So we about to get into the main topic.
Let's go.
Our main topic today is the Black YouTube space beef. So,
You want a shot, sir?
nah, one was more than enough.
He's not a brown drinker.
I'm not. So for the people that don't know, we got a YouTube channel. I hope all of y'all that's listening to this know that, subscribe, become members. So we are in the Black YouTube space. There has been so many beefs. No, not has been. There are so many beefs going on right now.
Growing by the day.
Man, so many back and forth. People trying to out this person. man, the whole situation that happened with a white woman invading the space, bruh, it's been crazy. Like,
Can we just quickly touch that?
for sure.
Just Pearly things. For the people that don't know who she is, you've probably seen this pasty white woman doing shorts, TikToks, Instagram. Like, you've seen her.
Yep.
I'm sure you've seen her, right? Because she deals with relationship, and that's like the number one podcast brand damn near out here.
Yeah.
So she's coming to the manosphere, the black manosphere specifically, and she's said some things that you could call anti-black if I was pro-black. I
Right.
would call it anti-black, but I'm not pro. But that's the perception, and she has shaken the dynamic that was very fragile because it was never a foundation anyway.
Right, I
when
agree.
it comes to black men and black women dynamics. It's never been a strong foundation, so it's easy to shake.
Yeah. And because of this, we've seen different YouTubers in the black manosphere and just black YouTube decide to take sides of whether you with Pearl or you against Pearl, or you with this content creator or you not with this content creator. And it just shows me the dynamic of why we can never be truly successful, bro. We can never stick to what we truly believe. Now, that don't happen at the 5100 podcast.
Right.
But being part of the black YouTube space, it's a huge black eye, bro, and I hate that.
You see us call out Anton Daniels and Charleston White, and you're probably thinking, they sound hypocritical. There's a difference, ladies and gentlemen, because we do not X out our people. Like, we have a conglomerate in this space of people that we group chat with, talk on the phone with. We would never, and I've had to put belt to ass for some guys that broke this law.
Facts.
That maybe they didn't know existed, but they know now. The making a live video or a reaction video talking bad about somebody that's in your circle. No, you handle that behind the scenes.
Facts.
You check that behind the scenes. And we've seen a lot of people jumping to the front of that line to make content out of what's supposed to be a brotherhood.
Yeah. That's the most disappointing thing. We've had situations during a live where we've had to check guys.
Yeah.
And the only reason we did it in the live is because it happened in the live.
Facts.
If that would have been something that happened behind the scene, CJ can make a phone call. I can make a phone call, be like, hey, bro, you was out of line when this happened.
Right.
So
we're going to talk about it.
Oh,
It's going to get brought up.
Oh, for sure. Because when you building the type of network and the type of foundation that we want to build in our space, we got to check and see how stable you are to be in this circle.
Because it is a privilege.
It definitely is.
Because with all the bitch assery,
man,
you're good to be, you're blessed to be in a circle full of real.
Yeah.
So we not letting you infiltrate that. See, just Pearly, what y'all call her infiltrating, she could never infiltrate what we got going on.
Nah.
We call what we got going on the real pill space.
Facts. And this was something that we seen coming from a mile away. And y'all
go watch our old videos, podcast. Go ahead.
Bro, we called it.
Yep.
And this ain't something that hindsight 2020.
Facts.
We seen this when we were first on our YouTube channel. We hopped on other people's panels.
Yep.
Some big name panels that y'all would know about. We had a chance to mingle and get behind the scenes with some of your favorite content creators.
Facts.
And we got a chance to see, this person is one way when they talking to us, and they another way on the camera. Is this somebody that I would want on my team? But see, in the black YouTube spaces,
right,
people are not worried about real no more. They want drama.
Obsidian said it. Obsidian straight. It's I have to have some respect for him because he said it. Obsidian Mamiya Ali, aka his panel is his channel is Obsidian Media Network.
Yep.
Right. And the brother is brilliant. Let me not take away from his intelligence. He's what you call an autodidact, which he taught himself the information that he knows.
Yeah.
He didn't go to college. Malcolm X was like that.
Yeah.
Basically. So I got respect for the brother, and I also have criticism for the brother. He said that I'm about making money off black female fuckery. I don't appreciate that, but I gotta respect it.
It's an open market full of dollars.
But at least he's not doing what the majority of you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Acting is you're basically a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yep.
You're acting as if you care about the community or black men and black women figuring this thing out for our families, but you're actually just highlighting the BS black women do, and you're making money off that. That's your goal. It's about the money. I'm not going to talk about what don't make money because I need the money.
Right.
But it's possible to make money off of it, but whatever.
Right. And I think that's the biggest thing that's disappointing to me is because a lot of these guys, when I first got into the red pill space, they was teaching me things. It was knowledge. It was about things that I didn't get taught at home.
Like, and just to be clear, Obsidian is architect of one of the architects, 3 architects of the Black Manosphere.
Right.
I want to be clear.
And we learned so many lessons being able to sit back, listen to these brothers, watch their content.
Yeah.
So now when you start to see people true colors, and once again, like me and CJ said earlier, this ain't nothing we just peaked. Everything just blew up.
Right.
When these situations happen in the black YouTube space. A lot of that knowledge, I'm happy that I got.
Me too.
And I never be like, oh man, I'm just forgetting everything they taught or everything they talked about. But I will say, as a grown man now, I was wrong to pedestalize these brothers because they starting to show that it was money for them. Like CJ said, bro, yes, we want the money. But if I can change a young brother's life, I'll take that any day over the money.
That's a fact.
That ain't just us saying that. That's real. And you can talk to some of the brothers that we didn't talk to, and they'll tell you the same thing.
We ain't even gotta talk to them. Go watch episodes that we have with them.
Yeah.
I got a young brother that I don't have to deal with. It's my ex. It's one of my ex's brothers. Young dude, right? He spiraled out of control. I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
There's no microphone there. We do this for real. I think people just don't believe it. And I'm not even mad at them.
Yeah.
It's like meeting a woman that's been scorned, hurt. And it's like, damn, I'm different, but she been through so much, she just don't even believe in the good like that.
Right.
Sonya talked about that earlier.
Yeah, and it's men and women.
Yep.
Especially
That's
a lot
what we're
of,
learning right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It ain't just a one-sided thing. And for so long when we was in the red manosphere, the red manosphere? What? But that's the thing.
Blood or something?
I'm telling you, hey,
Pyru manosphere.
But that's the thing that I'm starting to see more and more in the black manospheres, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of these people will really hurt, and they never got past they hurt. So they use that vitriol and hate that they had for women and monetized it by other men that was just like them.
It's like porn. It's like they get off to seeing niggas talk to women, like, or talk about women in a way nobody does it. And I get it, but it's like I feel like it's okay to be there, but it's not a place you stay. Like it's a dirty gas station. Get your gas and get your ass out of there.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Don't stay in that spot because you need it. You need that awakening that women will fuck you off.
Right.
But don't stay because women do amazing things too.
Right. The toxicity that's over there has started to kill the original organism of the black manosphere.
That's a fact. It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
And bruh, it's so sad to say that because that space for me was a life-changing space. It honestly was.
We learned, this is why I don't go so hard on internet niggas, right?
Right.
Because, bro, it changed my life.
Yeah.
I didn't need help getting vagina. I needed help understanding what comes with it. I needed help understanding why this divorce happened. Because nobody talked to me about women doing dirty shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it's needed. It just may not be this actual space. A space is needed, but this actual space, I just have to be real. Like, it's not healthy.
It's not. And as sad as it is for us, it's a happy time. Because now we understand what we got to do. We got to understand what the 5100 podcast got to do.
It's our time to show you niggas.
It is.
It's like, okay, we're actually needed. We on deck.
You're right. And this ain't us being arrogant. We ain't acting like we got 100,000 subscribers or none of that. Because see, y'all view that as success. We don't view that as success. We view being able to take phone call from brothers and be like,
we view.
Why I keep doing it, bro? Because I'm on a roll in it.
Yeah.
But y'all view subscribers and the live view count as success. We don't view that as success. What we view as success is brothers hitting our line and like, bro, that episode that you did about fathers being able to take control of their financial and children situations, bro, that was a great episode.
I needed that.
I needed that. Or man, I love the content that y'all put out, brothers. Keep doing your thing.
And shout out to Hink in the basement. Shout out to Greg Hill. Greg Hill was the guy that came on our show and gave us game on custody and child support and what Hink do.
Yeah.
Like I thought he would. He brings him on because they had an exchange on the panel.
Right.
And he said, I'm going to bring him on my show. That's what it's about. What we're going to do, get jealous? He stole our idea. What you mean?
Nah.
What's the mission, man?
The mission is to get the knowledge out to young men and men that might be our age that didn't get the lessons that we have gotten.
The hard way.
The hard way. We say this all the time. Earn, show up, and earn.
That's a fact.
In order for us to be as sharp as we need to be, we need to be around men, and I'll even say some women that can give us valuable advice. And a lot of these black YouTube spaces ain't the place to do that.
Nah.
Bro, we not trying to talk down on nobody channel. We just telling y'all what we know, not what we done seen. See, y'all don't be in these back chats.
After the show over.
Y'all don't be there.
Right. We talked to, like, some of y'all favorites we've talked to, and they've asked us for advice.
Come on now.
This is facts.
Come on now.
It's like, because the subscriber count it does not give you the energy that me and Tez bring into a room. A subscriber count does not do that. So y'all can't understand, and this is why the High Value Man was a gift and a curse of a idea.
Yep.
Because it gave guys the idea, well, if you get money, that's it. Kevin told you more than just money.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? I tell brothers more than just money. It's just like it's more than just having a big dick. It's more than just being a player or being fresh as hell. It's a combination of all that shit.
Are you in your child's life? When you walk into a room with other men, do they respect you and look at you as a peer? Can other men have a conversation with you without being like, I ain't feel real about that one, bro. Bro ain't fake. It's more to it than that. And that's one of the things, and I want to say this too, and I want to make this clear. To all the podcasters that's in Memphis, that's in our surrounding area, we not talking bad about none of y'all. This is mostly a YouTube thing, but we will say this. We ain't got no problem working with nobody.
Facts.
We willing to collab with anybody. But when we work together, you getting the real CJ100 and you getting the real Tez the 5. I don't care if we on your platform or you on ours. We always gonna keep it 100.
I think we should just end there. I don't think there's no more.
Woo! So look.
From long range, he's on fire.
So look. I don't even know how to rap it, bro.
You know what?
Okay.
Let's do this.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Y'all have a good night. We appreciate y'all coming to the 5100 podcast. Make sure y'all download us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Podcasts, and go subscribe to the 5100 podcast YouTube page. And if you want to see the full interview like you're seeing now, let people know, hey, $5.99 a month, you get the full access to this full podcast as soon as it drops.
Facts. So